I mean, this isn't just the HCS. This was in COD as well. Like, you go play a COD early, you fly to Germany, you play at Gamescom, AW's coming out, they take a bunch of feedback, game comes out, none of the feedback's heard. It's just like, there's a lot of different ladders that they have to climb to actually do these things that these players are bitching about when they already have an idea of what they want the game to look like or what the maps to look like, blah, blah, blah. So, like, I get it. But the fact that, I don't know, that it just seems like this, whatever this was, and it's not even going to come out as like a public, like, by the way, the majority was this, here are the teams that voted on it and blah, 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 where everyone's like, oh, okay, yeah, maybe I was just wrong. We're just never going to know. And that's just what just pisses me off.
Welcome back to another Halo Pod episode. Who gives a fudge? I missed last week. I felt bad about it. I was wondering, how was the squad going to do without me? I heard they did just fine. I heard APG absolutely dominated. I heard Brad was a little nervous on the last one though.
Bro, I was nervous because we were talking downstairs and Matt and I were talking and he was like, who's gonna lead the pod today? And then Matt's like, you go for it. So we got up here and then I was like, all right, Adam, you gonna start? And then Riley's like, all right, Brad, you do it. And I was like, I froze up real quick. And I didn't know, like my issue was like transitioning or ending a topic and moving on to the next. And I don't know, I got better halfway through, but I was just mad nervous in the beginning. I could tell by my voice. I was like, I'm sorry. I was like, dude, I was so upset, bro. I was so upset with myself that entire day. I was like, I know they just thinking to themselves like, damn, this dude was hella nervous doing that. I was just thinking to myself like, damn, I was disappointed. I went back home. I just like smoked myself to sleep. I was disappointed.
Hit you that hard,
bro. I was upset.
Nah, day's chalk now.
But because I just
Smoked
didn't
myself into a fucking coma.
I don't usually get like nervous like that, and I'm not trying to flex or anything like that. But when we do these pods, it's pretty natural because we're all friends. We're just talking and we're just talking about stuff that's just in our daily lives. Halo. So I don't really be thinking about it. Same thing like when you're competing. You don't really be thinking about when you're on stage 49. You're just thinking about the best play. You're not thinking about the moment. But I was just thinking about it too much and I got in my head way too much. But I hope that I learned from it. I think I will learn from it. But I was just mad nervous and I was just upset with myself. But I'm good now.
We'll get you next week. Y'all remember whenever y'all first formed the team, Matt, I think they had you try hosting a podcast.
Yeah.
And you were just like, bro, that shit was like so... It's just like not a natural thing to do. It just feels weird, like doing an intro, fucking trying to have topics and shit. I don't think anyone really likes doing it, but yeah, no.
I thought I was going to kill it too. I thought I was going to kill it. I like had the pot.
You were like, this is my fucking moment.
Yeah, bro. I like sent the topics to Riley and everything. I was like, we got the setup right. I got the links, everything. I was like, this is going to be a good pod because it was a really big pod too, because it was the one right after the Halo announcement. So I knew that there was going to be a lot of eyes on it. People are going to go, listen to what we have to say. So I knew it was going to be a good pod just regardless, just because of the topics. I think it was still a banger pod. I didn't see like any comments or anything like that. I actually saw a lot of good comments and remember we were talking about it, but there was just that one comment that was just like, damn, it was like, did anybody notice? ABG was just nervous as fuck in the beginning. But
just like fucking 28 thumbs ups.
Yeah, it was like the one comment, just that one.
Just pinned.
I saw
Craig pinned it to the top.
I saw other positive ones. I was like, yes, nobody noticed. And I just saw that one. I was like, damn it, it got through. But I'm good now. But
well, you know what? You got it next week then.
All right. I'll try my best. I'll do better next week.
Well, I feel like I've been gone for a little bit doing the Elden Ring stream. I've probably missed some Halo news. I don't know what you guys talked about last week. I mean, we might end up talking about it again this week. But we are back from the Salt Lake City event. I think everyone knows the outcome. We got second. You can't fucking win them all, I guess. I don't know. How are you guys feeling? Is it like... is it something really to be down about? You got second place, brought it to a map 7, so close to bringing it to a second series. Honestly, I think everyone just has faith in you guys to bring it back at this point. I know we did. Like I was completely expecting you guys. I don't want to say to win the event, but kind of win the event, bring it back, and but that's not what we got. But it was still a hard fought second place, and I know you guys came into the season wanting to win every single fucking event. But shit's hard to fucking do. I don't know how you guys feeling. Is it something to be down about? What's your thoughts moving forward? I don't know, any of that.
I mean, definitely not like down about it as like a team, I don't think. I mean, I know I didn't play too good this weekend, so I was kind of like
Really?
about that. Yeah, I mean, we didn't necessarily have like good practice up until this event. Like I saw some stuff like how many scrims total we had June and July, and kind of would have been weird if we won the event. I mean, we took it to game 7, which is kind of nuts. We won the Fortress Bomb against Shop. Like, honestly, I felt like we were going to win the game 7 just because we won that game 6.
Right.
That was huge.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, same.
And yeah, I mean, it didn't pan out. Obviously, Slayers, we haven't really been scrimming them. We thought we were going to get much better practice in the Pro League thing. And it just, I mean, we really didn't. Like,
It's not at all.
it's
really.
not. Yeah, it's really. I mean, we didn't scrim Slayers, so we'd only play them in the Pro League, thinking like we could get good practice in this, and we ended up playing only like 4 Slayers up until, the event. So
I see what you're saying.
definitely not good practice there. But yeah, definitely a weak point we've had. We definitely kicked up at like Arlington and DreamHack like with Slayer, so I think this will kind of like course correct and help us get back on track with that. But I mean, not too pissed, like all things considered. Still got 2 events left. The big one's coming up. And as long as we're, on point for the big one, it's really all I care about.
Do you think that the Pro League, do you think playing Slayers in the Pro League was going to be better practice because of the environment is going to be more similar to LAN,
Yeah,
just
like-
the pacing and everything?
Yeah, scrimming Slayer is just kind of ass, right? Like,
Yeah.
people would just do dumb shit, and it's really hard to practice. But in the Pro League, you would think they're playing a little more serious. But like I said, we didn't get to play many game 7s in that. We didn't play any, so... And I think we played 1 game 5. And like the Slayer we lost against Envy, we just kind of ran around. And the Slayer we won, we kind of just ran around. So like I said, it's definitely something we got to start scrimming again and lock in on.
Yeah, John, any thoughts on this past weekend and moving forward?
I mean, I feel like the positives were this weekend, like our OBJs are actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Like the fact that we beat Shopify on Fortress Bomb with like backs against the wall was definitely like a good sign.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's definitely unfortunate we lost to game 7, but I mean, we said we won 4 out of 7 Slayers, but I feel like on like the series that mattered, we lost every single Slayer.
Yeah, we did.
I think those 4 Slayers might have been like pool play or something.
They were, yeah.
But I mean, outside of that, I feel like we had this kind of same problem going in when we first teamed together with like the K-Son event and stuff. Like I feel like we lost the K-Son event kind of the same way,
Yeah.
where we just lost every Slayer. But honestly, like I don't want to say I'm happy because I'm not happy we lost, but I do think we all as a collective kind of like took the foot off the gas just a little bit.
Yeah,
just
definitely.
because the way we're winning these events were like genuinely insane.
Yeah.
Like at least me, like I was thinking like, dude, the way we're winning these events are insane. Like we actually might be like invincible. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I was thinking kind of insane. So
Yeah, I think we all kind of were, yeah.
so I'm sort of glad like we lost this way, especially with 2 more events coming up, because I think now we still are right there. Like we win game 7. Like if we win that series, or win that game 7, who knows how the second series goes? Like I was so super confident we were gonna win that. But I think with these next 2 events coming up, like as long as we lock in and we focus on Slayers and just improving, like I think we're still really good, in a really good position.
Yeah, we're good.
John, because a lot of people in the chats, and I know, Matt, you spoke on it a little bit. A lot of people in the chats will be like, God, they're bad at Slayers. Why don't they practice Slayers? This is what they get for not practicing Slayers. Can you just break it down one more fucking time for these guys that don't understand of like why you guys might not be practicing Slayers? And also, were other teams practicing Slayers? Or is it kind of you guys are just like, bro, what's the fucking point? First off, why is there like not really a point to practicing Slayers? For
Well,
people in the chats that just don't fucking get it.
I guess it like started off like we had this like Pro League thing going on, right? So I think before we would at least scrim like 1 Slayer per scrim, and like Slayers online aren't real. Like I guess the only way, like since there's like a Call of Duty, I don't know, Matt could speak on this more. Like, do you guys really scrim S&D like with PowerPoint?
Like you'd never play S&D against like other pro teams, like because for one, it's the same boat. Like people aren't doing stuff that they're gonna do at the tournament in those scrims.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, like the best practice you can get in COD is like you pay an AM team to scrim you for money. Like, you know what I mean? Like you like challenge them basically. That way there's like something on the line. They'll like do some stuff that, you can learn from. But like it's the same situation with Slayers. Like, especially like considering like the way I see it, if we were to practice Slayer and Scrim, the only way we'd get good practice is if we played it like game 2, game 5, and then like don't do a Slayer at the end. Because like when you're playing a Slayer at the end of the Scrim, and mind you, this is like 14 games deep, and we're probably like shitting on the team we're playing, like they're down like 10-2, like TSM or something like that. Like, you know what I mean? Like they're already kind of running it down.
Yeah.
And then like you play them in a Slayer to end it. It's like, there's not really good practice there. It's kind of just everyone understanding this is the last map. We all get to go get dinner after this. All get to go chill. Like no one's really doing the right shit, you know? Like, it's really hard. So I think like if we are going to Scrim Slayer, we should do it kind of like in the middle of the Scrim or at the start of the Scrim, just so people are still kind of in it and locked and the other team's kind of in it.
That's actually not a bad idea.
Yeah.
I feel like one thing I will say, like leading into this event that I didn't do as much as the past 2 is like I didn't really play as much like 8s.
Yeah, there really
at
weren't
least
any.
like money 8s, I would be betting like a lot of money, or just like I didn't want to lose. So when I would get in those game 5 situations, like that was the closest thing I could like have to a land Slayer. Like that was the closest thing, because I was like, dude, I'm not losing. Like no one wants to lose.
Yeah.
And like that's the best way to emulate it.
Yeah, and that's like sad.
Yeah, no,
like
it is.
Yeah, we had a couple of scrims canceled on us like the last week leading up to the event, and then we also canceled one on Nemesis. It's like like I said, I mean, no excuses. We all could have done more to get more time into the game, definitely. And yeah, I mean, like with like the announcement of, you know, the year being done and stuff like that, like I really do want to kick up and win these last 2. But yeah, if we would have won the last one, I'm not going to say it would have been bad for us, but like if we would have won the SLC with like fucking no practice, dude, it would have been bad for like our egos and all this shit. So it was a nice humbling like event. I mean, still to get second, like to make it that far is still really good.
Yeah, and the series being as close as it was.
Yeah, it's not like we just got stomped in the final or anything. We were doing well, and we definitely could have won.
I think that you guys were like starting to play better towards the end of that series too. Like if you were able to get that game 7, then you would have won the next series, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's easy to say for sure. I mean, like we did start kicking up a little bit. I mean, we're always really solid at the OBJ modes, and those are usually the ones that like feel like war on land, like where it's like, you know, a 3-round grueling oddball. It's like the winner of that, it's gonna feel way better than losing that, you know. And Slayers kind of just like go by in the blink of an eye, and a couple plays go wrong, a couple timings go wrong. It's like you go 4 dead, you don't realize like there's a camo coming up. Now they got camo snipe. It's like there's a whole bunch of butterfly effects that can happen in the middle of a Slayer that you just don't really think about in the moment when you're dying. But then like you die and you're like, oh no, this is really scammy. Yeah, we just have to get a good like floor of where we want our Slayer so that it's always consistent, and just like a really consistent way to play. Because right now we're kind of like winging it. Just gotta lock in on it. So
I think that this is the, I'm sorry to interrupt.
No, go ahead.
I think that because we were talking about this on the watch party, this is the type of loss that helps you win worlds, because you're able to see your mistakes instead of just consistently winning. You know, now you understand what you have to go back in the lab and kind of improve on, because I kind of look at it like year 1 when we lost Kansas City and we had that long team talk, like that was the type of loss that we needed to win worlds and to win the last 3 events, including the super. So yeah. I think you guys will definitely come out of this much better, and you guys will learn a lot of your about yourselves too. Yeah,
I think we will come out a lot stronger from this.
What is it that makes you kind of like practice a little less? I feel like every single season there's a season before the season, everyone's at their peak, everyone's scrimming hard as fuck, everyone wants to win that first event, boom, then you want to win back to back, that happens, everyone's still grinding hard as fuck. Then I feel like every single season there's a point where almost every team kind of like starts going down a little bit, shit gets boring, you're playing the same stuff over and over and over, you're mad about there like maybe never being an update, they're giving you news there's not even a Halo event next year. Do you think, like, I don't know, what do you think it is that kind of makes you go down that rabbit hole of like practicing less?
I mean, truthfully, it's like you go through the off season, and then, you know, all these new rosters formed, and there's like drama, and then there's like this hunger to like prove that you're right.
Right.
And there's this big break like between worlds and the first event. So by the time the first event comes around, everyone's down to scrim hard as fuck. There's fucking mad 8s going on. There's like, you know, everyone's got something to prove. And then you get through the first event and the second event, and you see kind of where the cards have fallen. And then teams kind of, you know, there's probably a lot of teams, like probably like 8 teams who wish that they made different decisions, missed like team decisions, blah, blah, blah. And then you got the people that are sitting up the top, you know, 4 or 5 teams that could win a tournament, who are understanding that they can win now, and like they've kind of like seen where they are. You know, like you get like a top 3, top 4, whatever, but then like you have this break between DreamHack and SLC where it just feels like everyone kind of lets off the gas just as a whole. Certain teams definitely step up and probably grind a little harder if you look at like, you know, complexity, kind of like not wanting to settle for mediocrity, you know, and they're like kicking up and they're winning opens and they're, you know, and I know they didn't place too well at the event, but it's just an example of like the type of mentalities, you know, like TSM looked like they kind of let off the gas. Like, I mean, I could go on and on.
Yeah, people were saying they weren't even like really scrimming.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a part of the mid-season stuff, like the no 8s. Like, I mean, like there was times when I was trying to play 8s and there was just no 8s for like weeks. There were 2s, but I'm not into 2s. But there's like 8s are just dead, and then you know you get on, you play your scrim, and then like the alternative is playing matchmaking, and like that's, I mean, we've all done that.
Fuck around and get you worse.
Yeah, that shit's just like so.
It's not to play.
Build
It's
bad
just
habits.
not fun. It's just not like, it's something to stream, for sure. Like when I stream and I play MM, I'm not really, I don't give a fuck if I win the game, you know? I'm just like kind of trying to talk to chat and like just, you know, stream, but.
It's not the same kind of environment whatsoever as an actual scrim or actual match. Like it's just not the same.
Definitely not good practice. I mean, it can kind of keep you sharp, I guess, with your shot maybe, but I don't know. It's definitely this mid-season kind of recurring theme that's happened over the past few years that everyone kind of goes through. But then everyone kind of relocks in for the last 2 because the big one's coming up and everyone knows that, you know, so I think there'll be like a higher level of play come towards the end of the year.
Do you think it's because also there's like a longer break middle of the season, like a couple months until the next event, opposed to like the last 3 months of the season? It's just nonstop Halo. You got Pro League this month, and then you also had SLC in the beginning. Then you have the Shopify event next month, and then Charlotte is very early in the month too, with Worlds following a couple weeks after.
Yeah, like I mean, I'll speak for myself. Like when there was that big of a break, and then SLC kind of just like sneaks up on you, and then like we're just flying out. It's like after the tournament's done, you're kind of like in tournament mode, and like you're in competitive mode, and you're like, damn, like I wish there was another event this weekend, you know? So with all these like the events coming back to back to back here, I think everyone will be like a little more level of locked, like just trying to, you know, I don't know, it's just different than the 2-month break type stuff. I don't know if it made sense, but
No, it did.
Yeah, it didn't seem like anyone was too down. You came out Sunday night. Bound was out. I don't know if Bound was fucking hammered or what, but he was in some kind of zone. Him and In the Clutch were arguing. Bound mentioned his mom. Wes was like, "Don't ever mention my mom again. I'll slap you." But Bound just like kept going. He didn't mention his mom again, but it was just that kind of like drunken bar fucking talk. So yeah, I don't know. Bound seemed in decent spirits. Matt was hanging out with us. But one thing Bound did say, he was like, "Bro, it's been fucking 400 days since I lost." I was like, "Really? Has it been like? Has it actually technically been 400 days since he's lost?"
Yeah,
because that's actually insane. Like, I can't. Maybe the fucking ogres in 05 or some shit might have done something like that, but to not lose a tournament in 400 days is absolutely insane. Like,
yeah, no,
you kind of just have to tip your hat to him for that. Like, maybe we'll have him on next week just to talk about that a little bit. But I mean, that's just something I had to point out because that is one and it's Legend as well, right?
London, yeah.
Legend's right there with him.
They got 4th that event and FaZe won that event.
Legend and Bound hadn't lost a tournament for 400 days. Like, I don't think that happens.
They forgot that feeling
since like some final boss shit. 428 days since they lost a tournament.
I think the last like people to do that was EG.
Yeah, I got to get their thoughts on that because that's just I don't know. I feel like that's just such an absurd, like, I don't know, not goal, but just an absurd accomplishment that it, like, I don't know. I just had to bring it up because that's insane. Very tippable at a Bound and Legend. I don't know if I don't know what you guys think, and you guys don't have to say anything. I didn't know if Bound played his best this tournament. I don't know if he's mentioned that to you guys.
I mean, me and Bound literally went back and forth. Like after the event was done, me and him went back to the hotel that our parents were both staying at. So we just like talked on the way there, and like we both were kind of just like roasting ourselves about like how bad we played and how much better we could have played and blah blah blah. And
really,
yeah, I mean, like we're not idiots,
I didn't play
you know.
good either. I did not play as good as I could have.
I felt like I don't know. I mean, obviously, all we see is what they put on the screen.
Yeah.
I felt like I didn't notice anything out of you that was bad. I didn't notice anything out of Renegade that was bad. Legend seemed like he was playing pretty good. Renegade, it seemed like you were still making Renegade plays, like clutch, hitting perfect, laying down. What was it?
That cave spawn.
The cave spawn. You like had good ass shots against Trippy. Then you popped out with a pistol against Lucid. Perfect into him. Double back the flag, get more damage and shit like that. I was like, oh shit, he's playing good. But I mean, that's all we see. If I know the expectations you have in your fucking head. So if in your head you weren't playing that great, then I mean, even if we got Formal, Bound, was Legend playing good? I think Legend was playing
the best on our team at this event.
But if it's you three saying you guys weren't playing that great and we're still going to map 7, still could have won the event, I mean, it can only be up from here, right?
Yeah. I mean,
Start practicing more, get back into the swing of things. We got 3 events coming up back to back to back. I feel like we're sort of at a dead spot. I feel like, and we'll get to all these fucking updates they're trying to throw, because I think this is a dead spot in the year. And so they're trying to implement some stuff, some updates, some changes, some new maps. I don't know if weapons are getting removed or if they're just adding weapons, but we can get into all that talk. But I do feel like this is like the dead spot of the year. And then these next 3 months or so, it's like every team is going to be on their shit again, and made the best team win. Yeah. But still a good performance. I know. I always say, for me, I'll take a fucking second place. For you, I know y'all ain't happy about that, but
I just want to say that all those answers you guys gave were very good, and that humility and transparency is what is going to help you guys get better in the future. So I just want to make that point. Like, just kudos to you guys. I tip my hat, because having that type of understanding of, and self-awareness of what you need to improve on is very, very key in being a championship roster. So just want to tip my hat at it.
What do we got, Brad? Maybe if you guys know what updates are going on. We got some updates going on. I don't know if you have a fucking picture of the new map. I saw APG playing it yesterday. Yeah. On actually, quick story before we get into all these new updates. Did you guys hear about how we had to start our Friday our watch party 4 hours late?
I can send you a video, I think, Riley.
So it was Thursday night. I take a edible at about 3 a.m. I wake up at 11 a.m. We got to get down there at noon to start the watch party. Wake up at 11 a.m. and I'm like, holy shit, I'm high as fuck. And I'm not saying this to fucking brag. Motherfuckers in the comments are saying, dude, Maniac's 33 years old, about to turn 34 actually. Talking about getting high, he's so cool. I'm not saying it to be cool. I'm saying just don't do edibles. Woke up. I was so high I couldn't even open my eyes. I was like, I have to figure this the fuck out. I started like panicking, like fucking 2011 panic attack Niac was coming back. I took a shower, cold water on my face, got dressed, texted Brad, met him in the lobby, and I was like, I gotta go back up. I'm freaking the fuck out. I need to go lay down. Like the edible was just hitting me so hard fucking 10 hours later.
That's crazy.
And I had all these, I was like, bro.
I would say, how much did you take? But I don't know if that's like.
Well, it was like
I think 25 milligrams.
Yeah, it was 25 milligrams, and it was like a chocolate bar.
But dude,
this is what happened, bro. I get up in the morning. I go, because Friday starts at like 12, so you can go get breakfast and whatnot. So I go and I'm at a smoothie place, and I text Nick. I'm like, yo, do you want a smoothie? And I text him send him a picture of the menu. And after like 10 minutes go by, I'm like, why hasn't he messaged me back yet? And he messages me back, and he's just like, just get me whatever you get. And I'm like, all right, because there's like a whole menu and a whole lot of options. So I come back to the hotel. I realized I need to get a water bottle. So I go up to the room. I text him. I was like, yo, I'm going to go up to the room real quick. I'm going to grab a water bottle. I'll meet you in the lobby. I go upstairs, grab the water bottle. As I'm at the elevator, we're both on the same floor, just down the hall from each other. I open up the elevator door. I just see Nick, and his eyes are just glossy as hell. He's just like, dude.
Just red as fuck.
He's just like, dude, I can't do it. I gotta go lay down. He's like, I gotta go lay down. And I'm like, all right, bet. That's fine. Like, you know, no worries. I don't want to make it worse for him. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to be that person that's like, yo, come on, man, we gotta go. Like, we gotta go.
I was literally about to have a panic attack.
Because I could tell, and I know how that feeling is. You know, I've been there before. So I asked Nick, I'm like, yo, do you want me to go with you? And he's like, you know, just chill in the room. He's like, yeah, you can come by. So I'm just basically chilling in the room, just watching.
Just going in and out of consciousness.
Yeah, he's like sleeping. I'm watching the stream on my phone. I'm like texting in the chat. Like, I'm just like, yo, Nick's just having a little bit of anxiety. We'll be live in a little bit, because it got to the point where people are just like messaging us, like tweeting at us, like, yo, why are you guys late? Or why are you guys late? You guys just wait till the last minute.
I'm sitting there high as fuck waiting for a hex phone call to just spike my anxiety and
But he's like
permanently put me into that panic.
Nick's like jumping up and down, just like trying to shake it off.
Push-ups, trying to figure out something. I went to sleep like 20 times, just in and out. And then like 4 hours later, I was like, all right, I can get up now. It was fucking bad.
I was scared. I was scared for a little bit. I was like, bro, because after a little bit, I was like, dude, I don't know if he's going to be able to make it, because I know how that is.
I have to get there today though.
Because he took it so late in the night that when he woke up, like, it's not like edibles aren't going to hit you for like 2 hours. So he woke up, and that's when it fully hit him. He's not even going to hit him before he actually goes to sleep. It's going to hit him while he's sleeping. He's going to wake up. His eyes are going to be heavy. He's not going to feel like he's going to be groggy. He's not going to feel like he wants to move.
I don't do edibles.
Yeah, but it was an experience.
That's how we started our weekend. Watch party went great. Besides, I guess, that little moment, watch party went great. Sunday, get to our setup, and we have no audio. A port's ripped out of our thing, so we like can't even put another one in. Sunday, we had no audio the entire time. The stream did, but we didn't.
We couldn't hear the game. Like, we could hear ourselves in the mics, but we couldn't hear the actual stream. And there was like audio issues. Excuse me. There was audio issues and just some issues throughout the like venue, especially on Sunday. Like, they were doing interviews, and the crowd couldn't hear the interview until the very last question. But the stream could hear it. Like, the stream was saying they could hear it, but the people in the venue couldn't hear. And then also, I think it was in losers finals or something like that, the whole venue, the lights came on, like every single light. It kind of made the venue like lose a little bit of aura, because I've never seen like a full event just with everybody in there, and you see all.
Was that during our match, Lucky?
Was it during your match?
I think it was like mid-match.
Yeah,
like, I actually remember that. It was like mid-game one.
Yeah, we asked Eco, I think.
And like, did that chalk you? And he was like, fuck yeah.
Because it was on for a good minute. Like, it wasn't on for just like 30 seconds. It was on for a few minutes, and then they turned it off. But I noticed that happen. And then even like on the side stations, there was some audio issues. Like, it would sound like a tambourine or jingle bells when people would shoot at times. Supposedly the white noise was coming out of the earbuds instead of the over-ear headphones. And even I saw Tashi on Reddit. Somebody made a thread about it and, you know, asked, like, is this how events are normally ran, or how they're, you know, do they normally have this many amount of issues because it was their first event? Tashi responded and said, hey, we apologize. We understand this wasn't up to our usual standard, and we're going to make sure going forward into Charlotte, we're going to take care of all those issues. So it's good that HCS did respond and acknowledge it, because that's what it takes to actually make those improvements. You have to be able to acknowledge them and then improve in the future. So that's good on HCS to understand.
SLC was fun though. Do you guys ever travel anywhere but Texas, land, and you're like, God, Texas is ugly? Like, everyone, like, you walk outside in
I love like
Salt Lake City, and it's just fucking mountains.
Yeah, with the mountains. I want to go on a hike so bad.
Yeah, even on your like just your hotel, not balcony, but
like your window.
Yeah, your windows. You just mountains all around. Like, it's just such a better vibe, man. Then you get to Texas, just flat as shit, ugly as fuck, no greenery, just hot as shit.
I do love Salt Lake.
Yeah, I fuck with Salt Lake, but I mean, we just don't really have time to do shit.
I don't fuck with that city, dude.
Wait, what city?
I just can't win in Salt Lake, dude. Like,
oh, you don't fuck with Salt Lake?
Got to get that one out of the way. Like,
yeah. Now we're good. Now we're good for the rest of the season. I guess.
Knock on wood 3 times.
Brad, I don't know if you know, or if you want to lead this, whatever the hell updates are happening, or if any of you guys want to talk about it, or if you played it, new carbine, you excited about the new carbine? Y'all gonna be carbine players?
broken, by the way.
It's very strong.
The fucking audio
strong.
loud as shit.
Yeah, there's also a Halo waypoint that might be the link in there, Riley, but we can watch the video too, because this has to do with the weapon and also some big Team Battle updates too.
You love these videos.
Doesn't sound very loud in this video for some reason.
I heard. Oh, I was watching you using it, and it just sounded so loud.
Yeah, it is, especially when you're watching on depth cam and you're watching somebody in third person. It sounds really loud too. You can notice, like, it's very, very noticeable then. Probably the most noticeable.
Like this shit actually seems like so epic, but when you're actually playing big team, it's not. It does not go down like this.
It's like grabbing the flag, going back.
In a Hornet.
I know the big team battle community is really happy about this.
What is that, man?
I might have to play
never
big
seen
That
that
man
team.
looks
before.
insane. There's just pillars.
This might be my speed.
What, big team battle?
Shit.
My God, the Mangler.
We could also show the team skins
more
at the end too.
customizations.
His new OpTic skins just came out.
Got 50 tier battle weapons.
Money, money, money.
That was epic. That was an epic ending.
So I mean, what is there to even care about? That's going to involve like competitive.
Carbine's back.
There's-
It's cool.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff actually. So I'd say click that link, Riley. See if that that link has the Halo waypoint information. Yeah. Okay. So I don't know if this is going to be it, but there's another one that is by official HCS on Halo waypoint. And basically, I'll say the most important thing first is that there was a issue with bomb. So bomb is going to be completely taken out. That includes Fortress.
So is that
and
okay? So I heard that. Okay, I heard about that. But is that actually for Worlds too, or do they plan on putting it back for Worlds?
I don't know.
'Cause that's crazy.
Until they fix it. I don't know if they're going to fix it before Worlds. I feel like at this point, if it's not in before Charlotte and we're already starting up Open Cups and whatnot, they might as well just keep it out and then try and add in something else. You know what I'm saying? Or just because they already added in a couple new game types, they might as well just leave it as it is, you know?
Do y'all like Aquarius? I know no one likes Fortress Bomb.
Aquarius Bomb was growing on me.
Yeah, it's fine.
But,
Yeah,
so,
hit that vape.
so that was the first, or that actually came out after the update got announced. So bomb is taken out. I know majority of the community is very, very happy about Fortress being taken out. I mean, they didn't really technically take it out. It just got taken out by default. So they removed bomb, but they also added in a very, I guess, notorious weapon, the carbine, and it's on a lot of maps. It's on Origin, Recharge, Live Fire, Forbidden, Lattice, the new map. I think Streets. I'm not 100% sure.
Solitude.
Solitude. Yeah, it's on a lot of maps, and it's a very strong weapon, especially long distance and mid range. It's gonna change the meta, especially on Origin, where it's on the elbows now, how it was in Halo 5. So the carbine's back. That's gonna change a lot. I actually like it. I like that weapon. I like using it. It's very strong. You have to go out of your way to play for it. It replaces the commando on Recharge, for example, on top tower, and that's gonna make it. You know, that's gonna change the meta because you'll be able to use it in those cross map
I saw
situations.
you trying to use that carbine so hard.
Yeah, bro.
Holy shit, you were getting backed down every fight.
No, I was not. I was shitting with it, and you know that. Is that?
Nope, I clicked off.
No, that's cap. It was a lot of fun.
I saw you back down and I left.
No, that's cap. So the carbine is a lot of fun to use. I enjoyed it. And then they also added in this new map, Lattice, and then you can play the video too. This will be.
This is the new map.
Yeah,
Nice. Steel with.
I fuck with it. I fuck with the aesthetic, the game types
I
on
don't.
this.
It's fucking ugly.
It looks
do.
mixy, dude.
I
I,
like
feel like high level in
Oh,
my.
here we go.
Oh, what is it? Okay.
There's a lot of jumps and stuff. There's a jump map too. I can send it to you.
Okay.
But the game types on this map are Strongholds, King, and I think that's it.
This is just in.
No ball.
A ball too.
They
Yes.
tested it with their fucking test players.
Yeah.
And they were just like, we're putting this in.
I'm gonna try and find the
Okay.
link for Riley where they
Sounds
said
weird.
the feedback stuff, and so I'll say that after. But this is a new map. Ball. I haven't played ball on it in matchmaking. I've only played Strongholds and King. I don't think ball is way too heavily, but King plays pretty good. Strongholds plays pretty decent too. Granted, it's just matchmaking, but I have been enjoying it. It is mixy. It's very fast paced.
Is it symmetrical?
No, it's asymmetrical. There's a lot of like little nerd spots. There's a lot of little corridors. It looks like an actual 343 map opposed to a Forge map, which is what I'm happy about too. It's very aesthetically pleasing, and I think the general consensus on it right now is that people enjoy it. So
Feels like a lot of call outs, bro.
Yeah, there's a call out video that
a
a
lot
guy
of
made.
Places.
Yeah, there is. There's a call out video that the guy made, like the creator, Timmy Forges. He made a call out video, but also he showed like all the little nerdy spots and jumps, and basically was talking about, like in my chat yesterday, saying, you know, what you would want to do and what you want to hold on this map to be successful. So new map lattice in, and then they also recently, which hasn't been received well by the community, they took out Streets Oddball and also Solitude King, and that's
let's talk about that. Actually,
yeah, that's where I want to ask you guys. How do you guys feel about that? I'm gonna try and find you the link.
Formal
right
had
now.
a little tweet about that, didn't he?
Let's talk about.
Need to see the breakdown of the feedback for this one. Which pro teams voted for these two modes out instead of Fortress?
Scroll down. Read the post that they put. Yeah.
Starting with the HCS Open Series, Rota Charlotte Open, blah, blah, blah. Solitude King of the Hill and Streets Oddball will be exiting the HCS map pool. Based on feedback, Streets Oddball will be exiting the Ranked Arena map pool as well, while
That's
Solitude
insane.
King of the Hill will still be available in Ranked Arena, but at a lower weight.
So I got a DM from Richie Hines, like, I don't know, 3 weeks ago, asking me what game types do I think should be removed and what game types I think should be added back. I think he just kind of sent that message to like a bunch of pros.
Yeah. So does this mean out of ranked playlists and pro matches?
Yeah. So I told him Fortress Bomb has to go. Obviously, the general consensus of all pros, all viewers, it seems like. I mean, there are people that do like it, but I think the general consensus is it needs to go. So I told him Fortress Bomb needs to be removed. I told him Street Strongholds should be looked at to be added back in because there's no spike grenades, no shotgun, no
rockets.
Rockets. Like, I feel like Street Strongholds was actually pretty good. So that was the one I thought he should have maybe taken a look at to add back. But then randomly this comes out that Streets Oddball and Solitude King has been taken out. And from the amount of pros that I saw just tweeting about this, it doesn't seem like the majority were saying to remove these game types. I've also heard like just a lot of weird shit. That like, I don't know. One team specifically said to remove these game types and they kind of just listened.
These two specifically?
Like you can guess who that was. And I saw someone like flaunting about it in a chat too.
So was it only pros?
Yeah, it's
voting.
It's
Voting
HCS.
feedback.
This is literally insane, dude.
When you say,
because I could see matchmaking. Like when I played matchmaking, I did not like Streets Oddball. But if I'm playing with a team and it's coordinated and shit, I like watching you guys in any oddball.
One of the best oddballs there is.
Like shit that it just makes sense.
It's a really good oddball map. The rotations, the setups that you have to have, the pressure.
It's
you
just
have to
a
put
really
on
gritty
team.
like war map. Like you know,
you have to be using teamwork on that map to actually be successful.
It's not where you just get camo snipe, camo shotgun or something, and you just get to just roll for like 40 seconds. It's like you have to be set up properly. You have to be able to 3v4. Like you have to like be playing the map properly. Either way, that plus like Solitude King of the Hill, like I mean, why?
That was solid, right?
Bro, I thought that was literally the best map in game.
I thought that was the best King of the Hill.
That
map
made
for
so
sure.
much sense as a spectator to watch as well.
It's very intense. It's enjoyable. It's very enjoyable as a spectator to watch both of these game types. To be honest, I think that Solitude Strongholds was okay to be removed because it was very snowbally. Same with Interference /Rig from Halo 5. But Solitude King, I think that was a staple. Same with Streets Oddball. I think these were two staple game types since they've been added. And Streets Oddball has been in since the beginning, I think. And Solitude King got added since they put in Solitude. But even just having one game type on Solitude now doesn't make that much sense. You know what I'm saying? So I don't agree with this. I don't think that, but I'm not a pro player anymore. But I think the majority of pros, since you know the response and the consensus after this got announced was that they don't want this to happen.
I mean, dude, it's just the story of the HCS. Like, just shoot themselves in the foot randomly. Like I also heard Camo is randomly 45 seconds now. Like that just comes out of nowhere.
That was very
It
random.
used to be 30.
Yeah, it's just like
That's so
there's just
long.
random
It's
shit
big.
that's just gets
That's
added
huge for
and
no
just
one
for no
like, says
reason.
anything.
Yeah, like
Yeah, an extra 15 seconds is a lot.
I don't know.
That's
a
a lot of time.
I don't know what the HCS thinks when they do stuff like this, but I mean, nothing surprises me anymore, to be honest.
Especially if that Camo guy stays alive, that's possibly like 3 waves of like slays that they could get away
Bro,
with.
you could use that camo to get the next camo.
Bro, you can you can make a
that's
lot
how
of
crazy
plays.
it is.
You can make a lot of plays, and you notice it when you're playing. Because I was playing yesterday with the update, you notice it like you're like, and you try harder with it just to be more ratty because you can make so many different plays. You can use it to get different weapons, equipment, everything. I feel like they changed the camo because there's no other equipment to be added. You remember how the beginning of the game, the first couple of years, maybe even going into year 3, they were adding smoke, the quantum. The last equipment update that we got was the quantum, and I think the equipment update changes the meta more than just a weapon. You know what I'm saying? But I just don't agree with the camo necessarily. I feel like it was just very random. But we'll see how it is in gameplay. But I want to hear what you guys think just in a few weeks when you guys start scrimming with it.
Yeah, camo's going to be 100% is way more impactful than it already is. Like they just throw that in the like a little update, I guess. Didn't really care.
Just quietly, just like
I don't know, like they didn't. I don't know if they
won't
said
even
anything
notice,
to pro
just-
teams. They just threw it in there. So now camo's going to be even more impactful. Great. And then like to say let's talk about this for a second. This is actually insane, dude. I feel like these are one of the 2 best game types in the game, if not the 2 best game types. Maybe like you can argue like some other ones are like right there, but how is this getting voted out from one team? Because if I ask if I literally message every single pro player on one team, I guarantee you they're not going to say these 2 game types. So
Yeah.
how is this like based on feedback from like who? Like
I don't know.
I don't know
who's-
about any of that, but I don't know. This is just. I mean,
I mean,
when
it's
read this,
beyond
was the
one
most,
person,
This was
bro.
just the most typical HCS post I've ever read.
so now there's only 2 Slayers, right? Like Streets is only Slayer and so is Solitude.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Damn,
that's-
Streets is
how is
only
that-
It
Slayer.
doesn't make any sense.
Why are we playing that then?
That-
Like, you
at
might as
that
well just
point-
take the map out.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like if you just have, I mean, Forbidden is okay because it's flagged, but I feel like if you just have 2 maps where it's just Slayer, it's also not going to be likely to be played in the tournament or in scrims. Like people are not going to go out of their way. Maybe they might just because it's just those two Slayers you might scrim just at the end or something like that, or in the middle, how we were talking about. But I don't agree with this. But I also want to ask you guys 2 questions. Number 1, outside of the DM that you got, Matt, in the past couple of years, not year 1, because after year 1, I'm pretty sure we got that survey and we got to talk about the game types, but I think they got it wrong then too and removed Catalyst Flag. And I think when people didn't really vote on that, they voted on Catalyst Slayer, but they removed Catalyst just in general. But have you gotten any other surveys or have they messaged you guys about game types since year 1 aside from that DM recently?
I don't know. I mean, they might have. I mean, it's all kind of a blur of just like bullshit and like me saying something at an event Sunday night and they act like they hear you. Nothing really comes of it. It's nothing new. I mean, this isn't just the HCS. This was in COD as well. Like, you go play a COD early, you fly to Germany, you play at Gamescom, AW's coming out, they take a bunch of feedback, game comes out, none of the feedback's heard. It's just like, there's a lot of different ladders that they have to climb to actually do these things that these players are bitching about when they already have an idea of what they want the game to look like or what the maps to look like, blah, blah, blah. So, like, I get it. But the fact that, I don't know, that it just seems like this, whatever this was, and it's not even going to come out as like a public, like, by the way, the majority was this, here are the teams that voted on it and blah, 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 where everyone's like, oh, okay, yeah, maybe I was just wrong. We're just never going to know. And that's just what just pisses me off. Like, from my perspective, it just feels like there was some weird favoritism that was played here. And I don't really know what was said behind the scenes and what was said to Richie and to Tashi about these game modes and the fact the Fortress is still in. And it just doesn't surprise me at all. And I mean, I don't know. I really hope the new map Lattice is just really fucking good, to be honest. That's the only way. And like, I hope it is good and it's cool that it's Forge made and stuff, but it's just like another game type we're just throwing into the pool that we just hope is good.
Yeah.
Like,
Literally,
we
it's
haven't
just hope.
played it. We haven't tested this. That like we never tested fucking like the Argyles and the fucking Catalyst and stuff. And like, you just kind of hope they're good. And that's just not really a way to run a league, in my opinion. Like, you're just like, well, yeah, I mean, we played them at the 343 studios and like, I don't know, L-Town's going crazy. I don't know. This shit looks godlike. I don't know. So it's just, it doesn't make sense to me. It never will. I don't know. I just have a really sour taste about it all just because of the way that it's all been handled.
What game types would you rather see removed instead of Solitude King and Streets Oddball? Are there two that...
Well, Forbidden Flag should be removed and add Pit back in my opinion.
Forbidden Flag? You don't like it?
No. I don't like it that much. I mean, I don't hate it, but it's just like...
No, Pit should like... I don't think it's that bad, but the fact that like Pit got taken out for it...
Pit was just randomly taken out.
Yeah, Pit is way
you
better
guys
than
still like
Forbidden.
Pit?
Pit is good, bro.
Pit worked for Halo Infinite?
Especially for
best
like, the
old map.
viewers. I feel like it was always like when you play that, like
It's aesthetically pleasing. It makes sense for Halo. It's like you push up, it's symmetrical. You get a power weapon, you get 4 dead, you get a cap.
Even
it's
just spectating, it just makes sense.
Because what they like to do is they like to, like when they do these kind of updates, they like to put in one retro map. Like for, also they added in Sanctuary. I sent you a link, Riley. There's like pictures of it too on that Halo Waypoint link.
They brought in Sanctuary?
Yeah, Sanctuary.
But no, it's not going to be in HCS.
I don't think it's HCS.
It's just in playlists, and the game types are flag and
I would have liked to see that.
God,
Yeah.
dude.
So it's called Sentry.
Sweet.
And so they like to put in one old map, one new map. So the new map is Lattice, and then the old map is Sanctuary. But like I said, it's not going to be in competitive play. I do think that if Fortress Bomb was still in, that they should have removed Fortress and then put in Sank Bomb. I think Sank Bomb might play pretty well in this game. Obviously, haven't played it yet, but I think it might flow pretty well. But that's the map right there.
I love a Sank map, man.
Okay, so
Should I
like,
be down to see this again?
so like, what if this map is like randomly like insanely good?
It might
Like,
be.
does it even matter? Like, would it even get put in HCS? Like,
L-Town didn't like it, so...
I don't know why they don't like in some capacity like tell you like, hey, we're thinking about playing these maps, and then maybe having you go and stream 8s or showcase on it or something like that, test it yourselves, and then see how you guys feel, aside from how Matt said, where you just kind of hope things are good when they get put in. You don't know how it's going to play. You just hope that the HCS Pro team did their job and that they understand what...
I mean, dude, like the bridge between players and the studio is always just fucked up. There's a side of the players that bitch the wrong way. And I bet there's a lot of people 343 that hate certain pros because of the way that they voice their opinions throughout the decade they've known them. And that's fine. That's very common to happen in COD as well. It's hard to, it's hard to, yeah, it's hard for, a creator of a game to spend all this time, put something in, and the players just shit on it. And then they're like, how would that make you feel? Like, now they have a feeling of hate towards that player, and then the player has a feeling of hate towards the creator, and it's just this circle of they never get to squash that beef. They just get to build up resentment and hate towards one another, throwing slight jabs on streams, and then the creator 343 just kind of strong arms game types, says like, you're gonna fucking play this regardless, so just suck it up, and then that just creates more resentment, and it's just this circle that just ends in just hate.
And we're going to be doing podcasts, shitting on the map.
Yeah, it's like, I just wish there was, I've always wished there was just a better, line of communication with the people that can make decisions and can actually make shit happen. But it just seems like you're talking to a void, you get a bunch of business answers, and then nothing really happens, and then just rinse and repeat. And it sucks, but it's the reality that we live in, and it's kind of accepted at this point. But I hope that Lattice is very good just for the sake of the rest of the league, because I think they're adding 3 game types on it or something. And like, if the map's bad, then we have 3 bad game types on a bad map. It just sucks that this is the situation we have. Yeah, King of the Hill, Oddball, Strongholds.
Yeah, Brad, you played on it. What did you think of the game types? The map itself?
The only one
about it already. He said it's fine.
Yeah, the only one that's sketchy is like Strongholds, but granted, it's just matchmaking because of the spawns.
Exactly.
It was just like the B Strongholds trying to cap that. So it's going to be more untraditional setups like A and C, because the A Stronghold is right on those boxes to the right, and the C Stronghold is right on that little snow ramp right there to the left. So that's going to be more of the setup that people try and hold, and then keeping them on the outside towards the catwalk and where the sniper spawns.
Yeah, we're not going to really get a good look until people start scrimming it, right? Like, MM is one thing, obviously, and like I said, you're throwing in a random map. Looks pretty cool. Looks kind of like, visually appealing. It's not gray. I mean, it's kind of gray, but not like interference.
It's always gonna be kind of gray.
So like,
always got to be kind of gray.
We're not going to know until we start scrimming, but there's just 3 game modes that we are just like hoping are good now, and it just doesn't make any sense. But
100% agree. Very well said.
It's just the reality.
The Carbine's back. Brad, you enjoyed it. You said you were shitting with it.
I do enjoy it. Just the issue is it's very loud. And as we were saying earlier, like the third person on it, you really hear how loud it is. Like, it's kind of overpowering.
Yeah.
But aside from that, like the noise is kind of like pew-pewish. kind of even more than the plasma pistol, but it is a Covenant weapon, so I understand. But it is a fun weapon to use. It's definitely going to change the meta, I think, especially like I said on Origin, Recharge. But it is enjoyable to use. I think that's a W.
Do you think it's going to be like a cross map weapon?
Oh yeah, 100%. Because it's hard to use like that. It's hard to use the Bandit against that like cross map. Like if you're fighting on Recharge and you get the carbine from top tower, and
You're
you
like
go to
fighting top gold.
yeah, like you would need the BR long haul to battle it. But there's other counters on the map, like on Forbidden. I like the placement of it. It's in the flag. That way, if you're getting shot from P Street coming off spawn, they're running the flag. You can use it to fight back more. So that's going to change like the meta. So I do enjoy it. It's going to be fun to watch. It's going to be fun to use for pro players, and I think it is a great update. I do want to say
it's way louder than that.
Yeah,
I clicked on Brad's stream and I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, it's
Probably
way
bugged, bro. It's probably bugged. The sound probably doesn't meant to like sound like that, but they're too scared to switch it right away because they're probably gonna break something else, and
It's a good point.
it's just. I mean, like we've seen it time and time again. This isn't anything new. Like there's a bunch of weird shit that comes in when they drop an update. You switch one thing,
Shit
then
has
rank doesn't
bugs.
work, and then then you can't get a game, and then you're matching bronze when you're in Onyx. Like there's just weird shit that happens, dude. I'm sure they know that this is not supposed to be sounding like that. Because I was watching some streams too, and it does not sound right. The carbines, I mean, we know what it sounds like.
Yeah.
And it's cool that they added the weapon. It's going to be exciting to use again. But yeah, I think they're just scared to fuck anything else up, especially with bomb being fucked up in the new update as well. Like, they're probably going to let this rock flick a little bit,
I think just even going back to what we were saying earlier is that it is kind of crazy how Fortress Bomb got taken out just by a bug instead of it actually being taken out by HCS, even though it's been talked about for months and months on end, even by just the AM community or just spectators. A lot of people that just play casually, they talk about how they don't enjoy it.
You know what's sad is that I truthfully think that it's just as good as them taking it out, because the amount of faith I have in 343 to fix that in time before the next two events is so low that it's almost as if they've just taken it out.
What's this bomb glitch?
Dude, I'm just
I
hoping
don't
like
know, just who
randomly
cares? Whatever.
I didn't
it's
even
like
know what
not
it
at
is.
Charlotte and then it's at Worlds. Like that's gonna be like
Yeah, that'd
horrible.
be hilarious.
Yeah, that
that'd
can't
be fucking
that can't
hilarious.
happen.
If it's not this should be the last update regarding game types, unless they decide to add in Solitude or what was it? Solitude and what was the other game type? Streets. Unless they decide to add those back in, then this should be the last update going forward for the rest of the season, because you should not be making any changes after Charlotte going into Worlds, because there's only going to be like 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah.
So it's not worth it.
All right. Well, do we have
W
any
update.
Yeah, that's a new
W
update, I
fucking
guess.
update, bro.
Everyone's excited. Can't wait to get back on and grind. Is there anything else you got up there?
Have either of you guys played the update yet?
I was shooting around a little bit earlier, but
Have you guys
I
played?
I didn't play MM.
I played the new map. I think it's not bad, but I didn't really like grind it, so I don't know.
You played Lattice? You haven't played
Yeah.
Sentry yet?
No, I haven't played Sentry yet.
I didn't
get it.
I didn't play it at all.
Played like 10
yesterday.
games, didn't even get it.
I didn't play it at all. It must be. I played for like 7 hours. I didn't play it one time.
That's what I'm like. What? I don't know.
I'm excited for
They
that.
put
map.
it in. You just can't fucking
Just can't
get
get it.
Yeah, there was other maps that they introduced in the beginning of the year too. Midship. I never got to play that because I was back in Florida. Did you guys play that? And how did that play?
That was
I actually never
horrible.
played it.
That was
I never played it.
horrible.
It was horrible.
Yeah. Like
had-
Rhino had a field day on that map, dude.
Midship was horrible in this game?
Instas.
Like,
Oh, true.
On Halo 3, didn't you spawn with one sticky?
nah, you spawned with 2. I
Okay,
think.
see, that's a
There
problem.
was
you?
plasmas
I think-
everywhere, dude.
I think you did.
Yeah, that's a
They were
problem.
everywhere,
If there
dude.
was one sticky on that midship, though, I think it would have been way more playable.
Okay, because I never got to play it, and I didn't really. I watched some people stream it and play it, but it got taken out so fast because there was like some bug on it, but it never like really got its own test, like it's a fair run. You know what I'm saying? So I think that if a midship was done correctly in this game, it would play pretty well. But also, even thinking about old maps, I think Narrows might even play pretty well in this game if they were to put it in, just because of the distance, the fights, the bandit. But I think that it's this is going to be the last update going forward for Halo Infinite.
All right. Well, we'll see where this update goes. I guess last but not least, what do we have? Brad, I'm sure you know all the fucking open cups. We still got league matches going. What's in store for the near future until our next event is what? Is it the Shopify event?
Yep.
And when is that?
That is September 12th weekend, I believe.
Next event, Shopify event, September 12th. And then
It's 2 days.
Next few weeks, what do we got? Just typical open cups.
Yeah. the Open Cup start,
matches.
Yeah, they start not this weekend, but they start next weekend. They start on, what was it, the 16th, the day after your birthday. So I think there will be probably 3. So the 16th through 31st, there'll probably be like 3 Open Cups, and then there's probably going to be, or no, there's only going to be a week break, and then the qualifier is going to be, usually there's a 2-week break and then the qualifier. So we have the qualifier, the Open Cups, and then the weekend after the qualifier is going to be the Shopify event. You know, fingers crossed, knock on wood 3 times. Hopefully, you know, we can watch party that. But after that is going to be Charlotte a couple weeks, I think October 4th. And then after that, 3 weeks, and then we have Worlds to end out the season.
Holy shit, you know everything. Well, yeah, still got some couple more tournaments, some Open Cups, some Pro League matches as well. Still a lot of Halo to be played this season. Time to lock in and clutch up for the rest of the season. I guess that's going to do it for this pod. Appreciate you all watching. See you in the next one when Brad's doing the intro. But that's going to do it for us. Thank you guys so much for watching. Riley, play that outro music, man.
Peace.
Later.